Hey, hey, hey! It's Monday. How's everybody doing? It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Yeah. So, I am Kristen, and this is my handsome hubby, Lance, and we are Designs by K&L. So, we do furniture painting, furniture restyling, and a little bit of home decor. So, if you watched us last night, we finished our outdoor sign. And then, bring that down and show them because you added that. So, Lance added a little scroll work because he's so fancy. And then we have the bow was added and some more scroll work. So, now we have our Merry Christmas buffalo check sign ready.
Yeah, so we started this Saturday night, and then kind of finished up the lettering on Sunday, and then I just added that scroll work later.
So tonight we are going to do a little bit of chippy paint as well as some paint washes. And Lance is the expert for the chippy paint. As of right now.
Chippy paint.
Chippy paint. Mama will be doing the paint wash and show you how you can use paint like a stain. And Lance is going to show us how we do chippy paint.
Yep. And you know, when I see this look, I always remember when I was a kid that we always had to recaulk and repaint the windows. Yep, so we had to scrape the caulk away. I'm probably showing my age now. And you always see like the old window frames and stuff that has the paint that's on there, and probably most of it was lead back then. But you see how some of it's chipped off.
They're old.
So, what?
Lead paint? They stopped. Do you know when they stopped doing lead paint?
No, we paid a lot of money to have them to inspect our house for lead paint.
Y'all, he's old.
Anyway, you see the chippy paint like on the windows and stuff like that, and so I always kind of like the look when you bring it in for home decor and signs and stuff. In fact, we have done it on some, I made some boxes like this that would go in the centerpieces of pine cones and candles and whatnots that we have upstairs, and you kind of see how this is just a white with the stain chippy paint.
Let me get up here so I can see your comments. Chippy paint.
Okay, chippy paint.
Hey, Mitzi. Hey, Sherry.
Hey, Sherry.
Everybody say hey to my stepmama, Sherry. Love you.
Hello. Okay, so chippy paint, it looks like a technique that you can't do because it looks like something that time does. But it's actually really easy to do. It's just steps involved in doing it. And so let's get started. I'm going to show you. And you can do like different colors. So I have basically started off with just I'm just going to use like a piece of board, piece of 2x3 board, just a raw cut lumber, just to show you as a demonstration, but I've done it on furniture like this piece. I'll show you in a minute. That looks pretty awesome.
It does look. He
Yep.
did really
So
good.
the first thing we're going to do for this technique is we're going to stain our lumber first, or our wood or our furniture. And that's where we get this part. We stain it. Now, different kinds of stain does different things. Of course, there's darker and lighter. You can see there's lighter and darker, depends on what you use. You know, I'll tell you what too, it depends on what kind of wood it is, because look at that, it's even a little bit darker. Cedars, oaks, and all that, they all stain different, whole different ball game. So, nonetheless, the technique is the same. You just have to choose your underbase color, which is your stain color, and then you're going to choose at least one other color, but I like 3.
Yeah, I like 3 too when you're doing the chippy paint. It's best to have 3 because it really gives it more of a
Yep, one's okay.
chippy finish.
One's okay. Two's
Yeah,
better.
This is one. So this was stained and then painted with the white. We've got white solid over here. And then he went back and did the chippy technique. So.
Yeah, I haven't done the chippy part on this side yet. Just this side.
Yeah.
2 is okay. 3 is really good. And anything you ever do, 3 colors is better.
Yeah, 3.
Okay, so I stained this part.
Hey, AJ.
Hey, AJ.
Hey, Shirley.
Stained it first, right? Started with the raw lumber.
What did you stain it with?
This one is actually done with Tobacco Road from, it's a voodoo gel stain from, guess who?
Dixie Belle.
Dixie Belle. Now I got to admit that this is the first gel stain that I've used. It's a water-based stain from Dixie Belle, and I can't wait to try some more. However, I do have some Walmart brand Waverly
that Mama likes and uses on everything.
Yeah. Now it's a darker, probably more like walnut color, I would say. Which is, there you go. Go ahead and grab it. Walnut color.
That's the Walmart wax, y'all. Isn't it not pretty? I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So
Remind me of the cabin that we stayed in.
I know. I use that cheap Walmart stuff on everything.
Okay, so, and this is one I had. Okay, so then after this part, I painted on, like this, painted on. This one actually has to be, is Yankee Blue from Dixie Belle. You know.
So you let your stain or wax, whatever you choose to use as your base, you let that dry.
Let it dry.
Then you come back and...
Well, you have to get the chippy look like this, you have to rub some wax on it, okay? And that's how you are able to scrape away the paint like this. And so...
And you're going to show them how to do that?
Yes. In fact, I was kind of concerned about it because you kind of see, you're like, wax? What wax? I mean, you can get wax, any kind of wax, you know what I'm saying? Like, from who don't have one of these, right? Look at that. You can't even light it anymore. So you can just dig a chunk out of here and use it. Use like we do. We have...
Like we do. No, like he does. Because I would go to the store and probably buy some wax.
I mean, we like candle scent. I do. And I like the house to smell good in fall. And so we wind up with a bunch of these things that after a little while it doesn't smell so good anymore. So I dig them out, but I hang on to them.
So he uses fall, autumn wax.
No, don't tell him that because I can't hardly get it anymore.
Okay, don't go and buy this at the Moody Walmart because that's where we got to get ours.
Oh, it smells so good though. But I use these little wax pieces, and that's wax, right? And so basically, I just take and rub it on there. Just rub it all over it. Don't worry about how much. Just keep rubbing it on there and rub it and cover the whole thing. Because I tell you what, once you learn kind of how to do it, the more you have on there, it gives you the access to take as much as you want off. And that was a hard trick for me to learn recently. So you stain it first. After it dries, rub it with wax. Paint it whatever color you want. The dark color first.
Stain, wax, dark color.
Yep. Raw wood, stain, wax, paint it dark.
Okay.
However, it's not always the case because I'll show you how I've done it backwards on this piece. Then, all you have to do once it's been waxed is just scrape it off. After it's dried, scrape it off. Scraper. Comes right off.
What if they don't have a scraper? Can they use sandpaper?
You know, sandpaper don't work too bad, but let me tell you what happens when you use sandpaper is it kind of looks like, what's the technique? The other technique?
Smooths over it.
No, the technique that you do on like those.
Distressing?
Distressing. It kind of looks like distressing. Because what you want chippy paint to look like is you want it to...
Nana's on her way to Walmart.
Chippy paint, I'll show you in a second. Let me wipe some of this, let me rub some of this off, I'll show you. You really need a knife to do this with. I mean, this is really kind kind of rigid. It's tough and strong.
Just a nice metal scraper.
Yep.
Hey, Amanda.
Just kind of rub it off. Okay, so I got another color here. Look, it just comes right off. That's why I'm telling you, you need a lot of wax on there. Look at it. Hang on, I'm gonna come around there. Look, it's easy. It comes off really easy. Just scraping it off, just like that. Okay, so I have another one I'll show you. Who put all this stuff over here?
You a mess.
Raw wood, which is what this was. Stained it first, let it dry, paint it.
Whatever color.
Whatever color.
And chalk paint. Use chalk paint.
Yes, please.
Chalk, mineral paint, whatever. No latex.
Wow.
What?
Learned the hard way on that one.
Yeah.
Chalk
no
paint.
Latex.
Raw wood, stain, wax, paint it over. Get this, right? Not this side, because I already scratched this one off a little bit. Just scratch it off. Comes right off where the wax was.
And believe me, it's much easier when you're actually working with a piece of furniture and you're not having to hold it and with one hand scratch it with the other. But
well, the idea of it is what I'm using is lumber from the hardware store, and it's not smooth.
yeah,
The smoother it is, the easier it is to scratch off of there. The wood that we buy from Lowe's that I'm doing these demos with is not sanded smooth. It's not meant to be to make furniture out of. Okay.
No.
But the technique is the same, and it actually works pretty good. Okay. So after you scratch it off,
you gotta take that up so they can see it.
after you scratch it all off like this, see how it exposes the stain, but it's not sanded?
So you got stain and a little bit of wood, and then the chippy from the paint.
Chippy. It was just like worn, right? So then I painted over it. After you scratch this part off, I go back over it with the wax.
This is where if you want to use 3 paints, this is where the third paint will come into play.
Yep. I go back over it again with the wax in those same spots where the stain was. Just rub that wax in really good, but you're going to rub it in really, really good. And then after you get your wax on there, you ain't got to wait on it to dry because it's there. And then paint over it with your other color. And that's how we get this part. This is where the magic takes place.
The magic? Are you like Houdini?
I'm just saying it's awesome. Look at that.
That's pretty cool. Magic, magic, magic.
Hold this up. I'm gonna see if I can do this. I don't know if I can. The more you wax it, the easier it is to come off. You can scratch as much as you want to away. Look how cool that looks.
That is cool. Hey, this would be cool, like front stair, like if you have wooden outside steps, Nana.
Yes. Make it look like it's never been painted. Or you scratch it off. Or see, like right there where it doesn't really have anything, if you wanted to leave that, or you could scratch some more of it away. I mean, I'm barely scratching it. The wax presents... How do you say? The wax keeps the paint from sticking to the parts that you want to remove. Look, that looks like you could do like Christmassy stuff.
I know, right?
I bet those candles we got would look cool if they were done like red and, white with the stain. Christmas. Because that kind of looks like wintry.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Ooh, add some glitter.
Of course, add some glitter. Hey, Amanda. I have your frog thing still.
It's not a frog, it's an owl.
I'm sorry, your owl. It's been a while. I forgot about your owl thing. Anyway, there you go. Scratched it away. I'm coming back around. So, I do like the 3 colors on it. And once you really gotta, I would really wax it really good before you do this part. And let it dry. If you don't let it dry, it looks weird. Mm-hmm. And so I showed this piece a while ago. And then so I talked about raw wood, stain, wax, paint over it. And then I had the black and then scratched it and did some more wax and then did it. So I did this piece that same way. And this is one of the pieces that we're going to be taking to Encore a Friday morning that we done. I did the whole top like this. Check this out. I hope you guys can see it. Hey, it has a drawer in it, and there it went in the floor.
There went the drawer.
Hey, it slide out real easy.
Yeah.
Hey, that wax technique, by the way.
Yeah.
Is it? You see how easy that slid out? That's kind of like the bucket thing you done, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. If y'all were watching like night 2, I spilled water all over the place trying to show y'all my nasty water.
And look how good it held together.
You did good, babe. The drawer.
The drawer, look at there.
The drawer still made it.
Alrighty then.
So after he does the chippy paint, hey Megan.
Oh, you just missed it.
Hey, yeah, we just had a uh-oh moment. But anyway, so after he does the chippy paint technique and everything, this one's not it. Give me that one. So once he completed the chippy paint on top of that piece, then we went back and polyacrylic it.
Yeah, and what I did different on this one, I was trying to tell you earlier, is I did stain, wax, light color. No, I'm sorry, dark color, then light color. The white, like the whatever. This one.
Yeah.
On this one, I did stain, wax.
She called it.
Yay! And then I did the dark color over the white, so when I scratched it, the white would show through underneath it. Oh, and I'll tell you one thing, and this is something I've been looking at for many years, is the difference in, and in fact, Dixie Belle has the Voodoo gel stains that are water-based, but I think they're fixing to, have they launched the oil-based ones yet?
I don't know if it's launched yet, but they're coming out with oil-based.
I'm an oil-based stain guy. I really do. I've used it nearly all my life, and I love oil-based stains for doing staining with. But when you start doing different kinds of woods and stains and stuff, you find out. And this is actually a really good stain. But I haven't tried a whole lot of them. But I actually tonight, I thought that I would try to do staining with their paint instead of using stain.
Which is what Mama's going to do.
Yep.
So I am going to show y'all how, if you want to use a color, that you can actually use a paint color, as long as it's the chalk paint or mineral paint, how you can use that as a stain. And it's really called a paint wash. And so Lance went ahead and did one for me. So this right here was just your solid wood, and then he put he sprayed water, which I'm fixing to show you, on the piece of wood, and then rubbed some of the Dixie Belle Honky Tonk Red to get that red. And you could use this as when we were talking about the Christmas stuff, we could actually use the paint as that base stain if we wanted the base stain to be red.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you how to do that, but I chose purple. Amethyst purple.
Remember the Halloween chair that she done? Oh, and then here's the coffee bean one that I've done, coffee bean. And then, we're just going to try different colors, and look at that. It looks just like stain. Mm-hmm. That's coffee bean.
Yeah, that's paint. That done using this technique.
Yep.
So I take my trusty water bottle, and this is just a scrap piece of wood. Kind of wet it to get some water on there. Now you can use a paintbrush or whatever, but I'm just going to use my paper towel. So I've got some purple on my on my paper towel. And I'm just going to rub it in.
Rub it in, rub it off.
You need to make sure the wood is wet before you do it. If not, that paint is going to absorb in the wood and it's not going to want to wipe away.
Yeah, you're just basically painting it then instead of staining it.
Yeah.
Stain is staining, right? You're staining the wood, not painting it.
Yeah.
And this is how I'm going to show you that you can stain it with any color. Oh, yeah. I like it.
So see,
Look at
you
that.
can still see the wood grains and everything.
Yeah.
But it's... And we did not sand this wood, so obviously if we would have sanded it, it wouldn't be a little clumpy down here.
Yeah.
But that is pretty.
And that is really cool.
I want to try it with this. I'm going to try it with the muscadine wine and see what it looks. Love paint washes. Yes, I love paint washes too.
Paint wash.
I do a lot of paint washes, especially when I'm doing crafts, like wood crafts and stuff like that. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yep.
So I'm going to use my other piece of wood, and I'm just going to wet it. And you can kind of rub it in if you like, just to get it in there.
Just make sure your surface is wet. It doesn't take much of this because that stuff is highly pigmented.
I just have just a little bit on there. Oh, I like this color. This one looks good. Ooh, this one almost looks like a cherry or mahogany color.
Yep. Look at that. Rubbing it right in. I love it. Love it. I knew that their paints were going to make great stains like this.
Oh, yeah.
You got 64 colors plus metallics. Shoot,
So
yeah.
see?
Oh, it does look great.
Yeah. And then, of course, this was that honky tonk red, so we've got a little bit darker
Yep.
muscadine wine, honky tonk, and
Yeah,
the purple.
Yep.
So easy peasy. And you can, I have actually done this on a piece of furniture where I've sanded the top of the furniture down and then paint washed it like this and then went back in polyacrylic. So it's real flexible. You just kind of got to play around with stuff until you figure out what works for you and what you like is really the only...
There's no limit what you can do.
Yeah, there's no limit. You
love
just
the
play
stained
with it.
lumber. Yeah, the stained furniture stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys, bring some color into your life. Don't everything have to be white and gray and
Oh
black.
my gosh, yeah.
Come on, get fancy with it. Come on, we're trying to paint some furniture that's got some life into it. Bring some color into your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lance, who wears black all the time.
Well, let's don't go that far.
Yeah. Bring color into your life, just not his.
The furniture, not your clothing.
Okay.
That's
Our bedroom
okay.
furniture is black, by the way. Anything else, babe?
I'm good.
Basically,
Look,
buy our pretty painted
we've
furniture.
been doing this for, well, we got 4 days left. Would I look okay in a teal shirt or a pink shirt or one of these? No. No, I don't think so.
I mean, it would definitely be worth trying.
No.
Pink, a little pink, hot pink, dark pink, baby pink.
Can y'all do something with that?
Hey, Shannon. We're trying to get Lance to wear pink or a different color. So we have our purple paint wash, our muscadine wine, and our honky tonk red. And then Lance showed you how to do your
Coffee bean.
coffee bean and your chippy paint.
Chippy paint. Now, the more, like I said, the more that you wax it, the more control you have over how much you can take away. So wax it really good in between colors. It's going to be one of those things like, please don't try this on your furniture at first. Get a couple of boards and practice it first.
Megan says charcoal gray is not too far from black, babe. Or his closet is dark grays and blacks.
Charcoal, thanks,
No
Megan.
joke.
Yes, charcoal
He does
gray.
have one dark purple shirt. Baby, she says baby steps, baby. We've been on baby steps. How long have we been married? Almost 9 years we've been on baby steps.
Yep.
But
Baby step 1.
you do look cute in black, babe.
I'm a biker.
He is a biker.
Yep.
Mitzi says Alan won't wear pink either. I guess not. He'd stick out. Me too. Man, no, me too. No shame. Okay, guys. Well, that was kind of all we had tonight. Was just showing you how to do the chippy paint and the paint wash. So if you're just tuning in, I'm going to share this so you can go back and watch it. Let's show everybody the Christmas one more time. When we did the Christmas sign last night, Lance, when he got done, he added a little bit of scroll work, or not scroll work, like filigree to the bottom. And then he added the filigree to the top with the bow. So it turned out really cute, y'all. You can see.
Yep. We started it Saturday night, showed you how to do it, and then finished it up Sunday.
So that will be on my front porch here in, Friday.
I knew it.
Who else is going to put their tree up on Friday?
I told AJ today you was going to do that.
I'll at least get started. It might not all come up Friday, but I will at least get started. I got to get the Halloween down first.
Hang on, I got a few more days left of Halloween.
Yes, you do. So, anyways. Okay, guys, if you'll like, share, and love, we love you. And check us back tomorrow. We'll be here same time tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, bye, guys. Too early, son.